What's going on, chat? Let's go. How's everyone doing today? What is going on with this brightness? There we go. Okay. Cool. We'll close this. Cool. Cool. All right, so we got some big changes we got to make today. The biggest one is this one. We're gonna attempt. Yeah, I wish we had native wit bindgen. But yeah, just for anyone who's interested. We're going to be taking a look at the zig-spin unofficial SDK for Fermyon. The goal here is to get some of these. So there's a couple cool features that this has, like HTTP outbound inbound stuff, which is pretty sweet. So it allows us to basically use spin like it is a like it is normally. So yeah, that's kind of the goal. It's pretty sweet. Yep. So let's see. So what does this mean today? So the goal is we're gonna rewrite the Fermyon spin router to use this under the hood. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can do that. There's a couple things we're gonna have to do to make that happen though. So the goal is like if we use this, then you get you can actually make outbound HTTP requests, which would be so nice. So let's see. So we have a handler, which takes a request, returns a response. Nice. So the things we kind of have to do is I like this style, but we might have to rethink how we do some of the actual routing under the hood. So that's going to be kind of the big change here. Is we're going to have to kind of significantly change the router. So yeah, if we do this, then we should be able to actually make outbound HTTP requests. And then what we'll do also is we can use the like basic HTTP in. Yeah. The only thing I might look into here is if this is using like spin under the hood. Okay. Cool. So let's see. HTTP. Enum tag order is preserved for integer casting. Is there a reason why we need that though? Ah, because the C bindings require it that way. So header, pubconst header. If I remember correctly. Oh, I can do this now. There we go. That's cool. Yeah, I might. Okay. Yeah. Let's open a new issue. Actually, I think we'll just PR it instead. So let's see. Zig-spin. I think I have that. Yep. Yep. Git stash. Let's see. Okay. So I think what we'll do first, I kind of want to make this work with standard HTTP instead. So I'll submit a PR and we'll see if it gets merged. Because like I think that would be like much nicer. Oh my goodness. It's so hard to like write code when you have the font like super big. I'm trying to work on that so it's easier to read for everyone. Okay, so here's what I'm proposing. I just say we do here. We just say like pub const header equals standard.http.header. Which is already that type. I don't know what it is. There's like this weird bug in ZLS where and maybe I'm the only one who's had this happen, but like when I'm using upstream ZLS, it'll just freeze unless you run a zig format first. Yeah, I think that would work better. All right, let's look at the build.zig here. format, run formatting checks. Do we have a zig build test command? Zig build up. Spin build. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Oh, nice. Oh, nope. Let's try that again. All right, let's. What was that? Struct field name. (182) and yep, 182. All right. So we'll say. Okay, so this looks pretty. So yeah, this should be the same. Very cool. That's nice. That's really nice. Cool. All right, so easy money, chat. So wait, they don't. There's no longer an include at all. So here's my question: if I go like rm-rf include, let's do that. I think there might be some work to do here on like cleaning up the include path, but maybe not. Okay, so yeah, it generates the bind gen pieces and puts them in the include directory. Yeah. So this one is doing the package test, which basically allows us to say like, hey, pull in the paths and everything, which is cool. So now in this new one, it'll generate your includes for you. And basically the biggest change was that the bind gen stuff is just included right here. I think I already have a fork of this. Yeah. There we go. PR, baby. Now we're cooking. What failed? Emit? Let's see. That's so weird. Let's try this. Okay. Let's no, we don't want that. Let's do I don't know. Which one do we want? Zig. No, we'll do zig-fermyon-router. Oh shoot. We want the flake. What's the network doing? Come on. Get it together over there. See if this builds. Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure why that one failed. Let's see. Is there something weird, like maybe in the we were looking in the CD workflow. That's what. Yeah, it did work. I wonder what this is, like what the current version of this is. Yeah, I wonder if it's just like whatever version of Zig is set up. Let's see. We can check the action. Set up Zig. I don't remember if that's right. Nope, wrong one. Nope. Yeah, we can just say master. Let's try that instead. Yep. Yep, same thing. Cool. Very cool. Okay, cool. So that's a good start. So I guess now what we'll do is we can let's go to all right, so let's check out, let's do a new let's do So now we have spin. Yep. It would be really cool. It would be really nice. Maybe I'll open an issue for that. It would be really nice if the individual components were different modules. So you could specify what modules you need. That would be really cool. All right, so let's think about how this is going to look different. Because the big thing is like we don't have to use this anymore. So let's just start hacking on that. So like let's do like pub const http request. So we'll say spin. Oh, what did I name build.zig? Yeah, we need to go to the build.zig. Because we call it zig-fermyon-router, which is good. That's cool. So let's add a dependency. So, const spin. But this is going to fail. All right, so let's see how they did it in the example here. Okay, so they did not pass a mode. They just go like that. Oh, cool. Well, that's fine. New keyboard, man. Oh, man. It had sub-only chat on? That's ridiculous. I am so sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, we'll just turn that off for now. I am so sorry about that, chat. So let's just do okay, cool. I wish there was a way that we could cast that enum somehow. because now we can't use standard HTTP method. So let's see. Yeah, we have like a certain number of like a certain order of things. That's fine. So then we'll say and then we need to look at like how is that like a type? Method, header, request, response. Spin.http.handler. Okay. Okay, so this is going to look a little different because if we look here, it's accepting a single handler, which is the request and response. This is not exactly how this is going to work here because we kind of have to wrap the routing part. So this instead looks like this. So let's rewrite that. So we'll say and returns an HTTP response, right? Yeah. So I've been using Zed for the last week, and I forgot like all of the cool custom bindings I have in here when I'm working on this. But there is something nice about Zed. Like it's very simple. It doesn't have it doesn't have all the customizability, which is like kind of nice, honestly. Like I could change my key maps, and that's about it. And I kind of like that. But in the Vim mode's not bad either. I'm not really sold on the multi cursors thing, but it's been nice. All right, cool. So this should allow us to do this here. So the only thing I'm like really seeing now is like when we call main, this needs to look a little different. Right? So like the thing is like if we use an example here, right? It's like this is a handler. This handles like a single route. So if this is the case, this is going to look a little different because basically the handler is going to wrap other handlers. So we're going to like pass it down through here. If I'm understanding this correctly. So how does that look different? Well, I guess when we call dot route, which is route request, this is going to look a lot different because really what that's going to do is going to be like spin. Oh, why don't I just like import spin? All right, so we have spin, and then we can do like see, this is where multi-cursors would be nice. But then again, it's like kind of a pain to do from just a keyboard. So let's go back here, route request. So then like if I'm understanding this correctly, see, jump too far. Route request. Did I just miss it? Oh. Yep, route request. So okay, so that's where this is gonna look different. So like now what it's gonna be is it's gonna be like spin.http.handler equals yeah, so it'll be like whatever that function is. I think there's something to be said about I'm trying to think. So from what I understand how this is going to work is we're going to get a handler. We have one handler that gives us the request and the response. I wonder if we could just like write adapters to pass that in instead of like replacing them outright. I wonder if that could work. There's a couple things we will have to change. Like the biggest one is we have to change the allocator under the hood because now we're using libc. So I'm wondering if I can just like, what if I just replace this? Let's start small. Okay, so let's try like let's start with the response. I think no, request is the easy one. Okay, so we'll do const spin. Okay, so we have spin. Cool. And then like let's take a look at const spin request at import, or it's just going to be spin.http. So let's check this out. Like that's not right at all. It's just request. So now we don't really need this, right? Like, is there any code here? All right, let's just take a look. So we have zig-spin. HTTP. Full header. Base path, component root header. So that's sending outbound. This is handle HTTP request. So it's taking the request method that gets passed in. If there's a body, we get that. So this returns. So this is going to get called from the C bindings. And it's taking a HTTP request type and a response type. So like, where does this come into play? That's outbound. I want the inbound stuff though. So that's the body. So what do we do with the request here? Does it ever get result equals handler request? Spin HTTP handle HTTP request. All right, so let's look at the examples again. Let's see. So we're initializing the headers. So those are request at URI, request.method, no headers. Header.name. But those are like response headers, which is technically what we want, right? Let's see, do those get exposed at all? Yeah, so then that content type is going to not be an environment variable anymore, and that will be a header, right? So that would look like, okay, so let's do, do we need an allocator? We'll just do this. So, okay. Right, so so we have initialize, which so where's header coming from? For request at header.items. Yeah. Okay. So I guess what we can do here is we can just like declare a header. That would probably work fine. So we can say like pub func method. Okay, cool. So does that work? Self. Yeah. Okay. So what else? Content type. Does that get set, by the way? No. Okay. Content type. 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 I miss my Moonlander so much, man. So what is content type return? That's not a thing. But If yep. Hopefully that works. Pub. Yep. We could have a content length of 0, right? So I don't really like. I guess that means that there's no content. So let's see. Can we get the path? So it's going to return the URI. So let's take a look at that. Okay. So this one is going to be here. So this, I think I can do like. Okay. So with this, yeah. So we don't want the URI. We want. Yeah, that's not what we want. We want the path info, which is what we had before. So how is that getting assigned? Does that get set on every time? Path info? All right, so let's say path info. All right, I'm going to make an assumption and that's probably wrong, but is there like any weird stuff happening? No. Okay, cool. Base requests dot headers. So we'll do this. So it should be like okay. So with this, that should work just fine. I really hate this though. I wonder if we could write some comp time, because these are all the same function. So let's do that. I always forget how to do this. We want, what is it, multi-array hash map? Basically, I want to generate functions. I think it'd be like this. It would be like comp time generate takes returns a function that takes self and returns a constituate. Declarations or not? Oh yeah, you can't do that. How do I like return? It's a struct with these fields. There's not really a good way to do that. I guess we could have it return a pointer to a function. I'm going to do this, and then I know it's not going to work. Like, I 100% know there's not a way to do that. So let's see. If I do this, it'll work. Let's see. I guess because I don't handle anything, so it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm guessing. Oh man. Return struct s my func. Yeah. I know that's what it is. But like it's always weird to me because you're like if I'm already in a struct, I'm returning a struct that takes a function, you know, like I wonder if that would okay, so let's give that a shot actually. Yeah, so it's like here, this one. Like for multi-array, where you take a type, you're going to return a type. I just don't think that it really is going to work very well here. I guess we give it a shot. So let's see. So we have, and we're going to return. I don't know. Can I just use struct? Oh no, it's different. It's like this. where we, yeah. Yeah. So let's see. So this would be like a private struct. So we'll say like spin. So this would be like request. Takes basically we need to take a list of headers we want to generate functions for. You generate the struct but return only the function. Oh, I see. So you do something like so this will return like type. And then what we'll do is we'll do like return struct s. You generate the struct but only return the function. So we'd say like return struct with I see. Yeah, let's clean this up. So this is going to take a what is the type of um only return the function? Yeah. So this would return uh what do you mean unused? Interesting. So then I could do like this, which is self I guess we don't even have to take the headers as a parameter. We can just do like const s equals struct return s dot fun. Yeah, that's a good call. Yep. Can I just do like for self dot base request dot headers like that? So then that should work. Yeah, that's gonna fail because we're not. Yeah, so let's for the time being, let's just not do that. Nice. So let's give it a shot. We'll do guess we don't have to call it like that anymore, right? Like just call it like that. Yeah, I think that would work. We'll give it a shot. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Yeah, the only thing we have to actually validate here is that I think that should work, but we'll have to give it a shot. And then what we'll do is we can obscure that. And then we'll add these later. But that's basically it for that. This is the one that's going to be a little difficult because for you have to go back to the version which accepted headers or self. Oh. So I'd have to like pass it as a parameter. Like basically where I do this. So I'd say like so do this. Oh, so we wouldn't pass it here. We'd go like that and then pass it in like that. Does that make sense? because this is going to generate the function, and then we're going to pass itself. Is that right? Yeah, something like that. I guess we'll find out. Who knows? I don't. Well, we'll see. I think this should work, but it'll be a bit of time. We have to kind of get the pieces together first before we can really like test some of this. The response is going to be the next one. That's kind of weird. So on the response side of things, we just get headers, body, and status. The only thing I'm not jazzed about so how do I use the headers then? Oh, we just append the headers to the list. Yeah, that's fine. Then how do we write to the body? Body.writer. Cool. Nice. So then we'll do the same thing here. So we'll do a little bit of this, and then I got to keep going. Let's copy the file here. Did I break something by changing my build.zig? I think I might have. That's okay. That's going to break. It's going to break. First try. There we go. Real development is knowing that it's going to break. You just look at it and go, yeah, this is not going to work. So let's do a... And then what did I do here? Oh, man. Oh. What is going on? I am really not able to type today. Keyboards, man. So we'll do pub const spin HTTP response. Okay. So we won't do the log yet. That will be really cool, though. I don't know how much of it we're going to actually be able to do, but all right. So in here we called it base request, so we'll do the same thing here. We'll do like base response. Do I have to like... Oh, it's actually using this. Oh, no, it's using spin HTTP headers. Okay. Because, like, admittedly, this could just be like standard HTTP headers. You shouldn't have to use that. Oh, we got to use a C allocator. That is the only downside. C allocator. Can we do that? No, we cannot. But we can say this, and we'll do a init. We'll do, I actually like doing this. So there we go. And then we can do, that's right. I am. Not for much longer though, unfortunately. I got a meeting I gotta get to. Well, it's more like a gathering, but we'll go with meeting. So do we have to handle the writing of the headers at all? No. I think the only thing we have to do is actually write the body. But that makes it a lot easier because, I mean, honestly, that was kind of the biggest pain here. Is like we had to do all this weird like header stuff. But we can still do the stuff here where we automatically set the status and things like that. Oh yeah, this like gets way easier. We can just like port this automatically. So like we can do this. So this is going to be self. Actually, that's not even the case. Like we don't even need this anymore. We don't. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We'll just take the base response here. Figured would have checked Twitch earlier, but was on the receiving end of an unhappy boss in a Google Meet. Don't understand the context of today's stream, but it's zig, so it should be fine. Okay, so a couple things. First of all, it is never good on the receiving end of an angry boss. It's always tough. So I understand. Secondarily, yeah. So first one, angry boss, totally get that. It's never fun. All good. The second one, context of today's stream. So I will give a brief rundown. Basically, there in my talk I gave a couple like last week. Zig-spin I kind of pushed a little bit to get zig-spin to actually work over the Zig package manager. So it's a unofficial Zig SDK for Fermyon-spin. So I'm working on rewriting this or zig-fermyon-router to use zig-spin. And then that way we can kind of actually tap into the other cool features of Fermyon, which we couldn't before over WAGI. So we can eventually use things like we can do outbound HTTP requests and key value source stuff and config, and then like eventually stuff like this, like we can do MQTT and LLM stuff, and it's going to be cool. That's the goal. But we can do self dot like that. And then this one will be the same. So that'll look the same. Cool. Let's see what else. I really want to add, I might try to upstream something where we can actually do this, but on the zig-spin SDK, like just kind of return the allocator. Just because you don't, it's a pretty easy foot gun to kind of like, oh, I'm gonna use the WASM allocator, and it's like you can't now because like this we have to use the C allocator. Add headers. Yep, that's the same. Cool. Right. Pubfunc add headers. Yeah. So this is right. This is. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah. So the big thing we gotta do is add this. The body writer thing. That's a really smart way to do that, though, using an array list under the hood. I never thought about that. I don't know why, but makes a ton of sense. Okay, cool. So we'll work on getting this working later this week. I'm going to keep an eye on it. One big thing coming up for everyone who's interested, I'm going to be going back to working on Sonic, which is our protein databank parser in Zig. I've been able to do some really cool stuff with that, and I really want to work on it. So we're going to go back and work on it again and maybe actually get Python bindings working in Zig this time. Probably not, but I can dream. So the goal is we're going to rework the structs there and get everything working. But yeah, so a couple things coming down the pipe. We're going to be rewriting this to use zig-spin, and then we're also going to be rewriting Sonic with variable. Okay, heavy. We're going to do that. But yeah, that's kind of the thought. Thanks to everyone who stopped by. Let's find someone to raid. And as always, come check out the Discord. Let's see. More content you're not complaining? That's right. That's right. I'm doing my best. I will be traveling a little bit towards the end of the month, but for this part, we're doing. Oh, Trash Puppy's still streaming. Let's go raid Trash Puppy. All right, chat. Go give Trash Puppy some love. Have a great rest of your day. And you'll see me later this week, all right? Take it easy, everyone. See ya. Oh, did I cancel it? No! Oh, I hate when it does that. When you use the GUI, it's really weird. All right, here we go. Now we're headed over.